Say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. Well, yesterday morning we woke up and started smelling this weird smell. Like Michelle said, it smells like when you get a perm, that ammonia smell. A little bit later, she had noticed that it was coming from the refrigerator. So we came outside, and sure enough, the RV refrigerator is leaking the ammonia. That's not good. Usually when that happens, your fridge is toast. Well, we had to get a couple coolers from Walmart to stick our food in, make sure it stays cold and frozen. And I'm gonna run and grab some more ice. Well, here we go. They are here. Right. So first, you obviously know to get in the back of your refrigerator, you have to twist these little clips here, and then it pulls off. Little grooves there at the bottom. First thing you want to do is you want to go over and turn off your gas valve to your LP tank. Make sure that's turned off. Now once you have your LP turned off, you can go ahead and unplug the 110. Once your 110 is unplugged, then you want to take off your LP line here, and then you take this panel here off, line for your DC coming from your batteries. Ours just happens to be white and blue, but that's these two lines coming from up here. You'll know which one it is. It's going to your coach. There won't be any of the wires down in here because that's all part of the refrigerator. So these two lines are coming from the coach, feeding DC voltage to your refrigerator. So you disconnect those as well. So you have your 110 disconnected, you have your gas line disconnected after you have shut off your propane, and then you'll have a couple screws here at least that's holding down the refrigerator to keep it from moving. You need to take those screws out, any other screws that might be holding it onto the sides or the bottom, but that's all we had there. Next we go inside. So on your old refrigerator, you take these plates off here on the outside edge. They're just these plastic plates, and they pull right off. And then on the back side of this, there's going to be screws. You need to check all the way around your refrigerator and see if there are any screws that is screwing this frame to your cabinet. A few times out, yeah. Usually go out the door. You take those screws out as well. Now you're ready to pull the fridge in. Pull it and rock it as you're trying to pull it. Pull it straight through, try to put something down on your floor, and set it down upright.
Kind of push it forward and I'll push the bottom. Oh, there you go, there you go. This closes. I grab the back side. Now, ready? Yes, go down.
And take it through wherever you need to. Ours, luckily, we were able to take it through this door. What we had to do was take this bracket off, move the door out further, and then take this screen door off, and all it left was these brackets. The screen door gave us just that little bit of room. Hopefully with the screen door off, it's going to make it through. Just gave us just enough to get the refrigerator out. Grab that cardboard and lay it on the dash.
I need to just grab it and then get in there. Got it? You don't go that way.
Made it out without scratching anything. Oh, they gotta bring the next one in.
You get your new refrigerator in. Glad you don't do these every day.
Yeah. Don't push me back because I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't.
Get back closer. It's a much harder one. Ready? Yeah. I'm in. Right.
I knew from residential refrigerators you could always swap your doors. I kind of figured you could as well on these also. So if somebody tries to tell you that you cannot, that's not true. They are reversible as well. Now on these refrigerators, you have to take your top bracket and put it on the bottom and a bottom on the top when you're switching it to a left-hand swing to a right-hand swing or vice versa. And then this middle panel, this, as you can see, is loose here. This pops off just like the rest of the outside trim, and then when you pop this off, this middle digital panel has an extra screw hole to move it over, and then you take your trim piece here and it just flips around the opposite way. Put your doors back on, trim pieces back on, and then you've just switched your doors around. Lights on. That's a good sign. Freezer. I can feel it starting to cool back there. Of course, the fridge always takes a lot longer. Hopefully they're going to put the old refrigerator back in there and take it. Yay, they're taking the old fridge. For us, we decided not to get the ice maker. The ice maker took up about a little over half of this width and came out quite a bit. So we would rather have the freezer space and then use these tiny little ice cube, silicone ice cube trays. They're very space saving and give you a nice thick square cube. We did think about going with a residential refrigerator, so we weighed our options, and since we had an extended warranty, we decided just to put the same thing in. The biggest thing for us is if we were going to go with a residential fridge, we wanted to go with a bigger fridge. And since we are limited on cabinet space, we didn't want to cut into the cabinets and lose the cabinet space that we already had. So that was one big factor in going with the RV refrigerator instead of the residential refrigerator. We did, however, find a residential fridge made by Magic Chef from Home Depot that was 10 cubic foot as well. Same dimensions, except it was 2 inches deeper. It would have fit. There's plenty of room to go in depth, but the width and the height was the exact same. We could have went that way. It was around $400 for that refrigerator, but again, it just kind of boiled down to, since we had the warranty, we decided we would put the more expensive fridge in, because what if we sell it? It can say that it has a new refrigerator and somebody might want that option to, you know, for dry camping or whatever, or they can sell this refrigerator and get enough out of it since it's new to put a residential refrigerator back in it, if they're easy to sell. That's the process. We got our old fridge out and a new fridge in. And if you have any questions, please ask below in the comments section. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, give it a like, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next video, we'll see you then.